All right. Welcome everyone to another Walk and Talk. This is a Walk and Talk quarantine edition. I'm going for a walk not because I have some place to be. I'm going for a walk because I cannot stand being in the house any longer. So I'm about to start something here. If you get mad, please feel free to yell at me in the comments. Call me a heretic, that's fine. But do be nice to each other, okay? You can yell at me, I don't care, but be nice to each other. So, I've been learning about post-traumatic stress disorder, and one of the things that my doctor was talking to me about, he said that PTSD has a tendency to have, a person with PTSD has a tendency to have highly black and white thinking, which very, very accurate for me. My natural tendency is to think of things as one way or the other, as very, very binary. And, you know, I had applied that concept to my faith, that things are either right or wrong, good or bad, beneficial or harmful. But, I'm 40, I'm almost 44. And I'm telling you, I don't see as many things being black and white as I thought there was going to be. And instead, what I'm discovering is that there's a lot of gray areas in life. And I find God in those gray areas. That goes against everything that I believed growing up, that there could be gray areas with God, I even wrote a theory when I was a teacher the first time back in my 20s that said that everything is either right or wrong, black or white, but we can't tell the difference because circumstances modify, whether or not something is right or wrong. There are things that can be right for me, but not for you, and vice versa. And I know people are like, oh, that's not true. Something is either good or it's bad. No, not necessarily. I mean, for one, I have to, in order to take care of my body, there's certain foods I can't eat, but other people, they don't have any problem eating it. Well, if I'm supposed to take care of my body because it is the temple of the Lord, according to some theological paradigms, then I can't eat those foods, but other people can. Paul talks about this in the discussion on whether or not we should eat food sacrificed to idols. And his argument was, the food for the body and the body for food, but it all belongs to the Lord. Let's stop fighting over this stupid stuff and deal with things that are important. And the longer I live, the more people I know, the more situations that I find myself in and helping other people through, I really think that the gray areas are where God lives, because He knows that this life is far from simple and that we are far from simple, and He is absolutely far from simple. So let me just stretch you here today. Maybe stop trying to think about black and white, right and wrong, and instead look at life through a different angle, an angle of relationship. What is it that you can do for God today? And what things can you thank Him for Him doing for you today and yesterday and all the days of your life? And deal with life that way, instead of trying to find the absolute truth in all of these things, which may or may not exist. I'm not saying it doesn't exist, but I'm not sure that's what we should be after. I think we should be after the one who created the right and wrong, rather than the right and wrong itself. Anyway, that's my thought for today. The question for today is, what is something that you once thought was wrong or right, and then God changed your mind later? Post that in the comments, and I love hearing from you guys, so I'm excited to see what kind of things God has either convicted you of or told you like this really isn't a big deal, you need to stop worrying about it. So anyway.